The British Museum was quiet in the middle of the afternoon. The cool stone halls opened out endlessly into room after room. It was as if everything had been laid out just for her. All those cabinets and cases and displays, ancient artifacts, extraordinary treasures. She stared at suits of armor, headdresses, knives and dolls. She gave everything her deepest consideration. Her hands touched the glass, longing to touch the objects themselves. She was a slim, attractive woman in her late 30s, the kind of person people might notice and then turn to look at again. She had a distracted air about her that drew the attention of strangers. Yet she walked through the rooms of the museum as if she didn't know, or perhaps just didn't care, that there were other people in the world. When she stepped out of the stone rooms, moving beyond the grand pillars and back into the sunshine of the summer afternoon, she blinked and felt as if she was waking up. Yet the noise and hurly-burly of the London streets, taxis and tourists, office workers, street traders, now seemed less real to her than the object she'd been staring at. The gleaming gold of Aztec jewelry, amber and turquoise stones, the autumnal colors of medieval tapestries, the stricken expressions on the faces of cadavers in Egyptian caskets, all these things were more real to her than anything. Dazed, the woman wandered away from the museum. What did she think she was up to, filling up her empty hours like this? Her life used to be so busy, so crammed with books to mark, tests to grade, lessons to plan. Now, though, she had nothing but time on her hands. She'd never felt like this before. Aimless, lost somehow. She knew she was looking at those ancient artifacts for some kind of solace, as if reaching out to them. What was she hoping for? They were precious. They were marvelous. But they were dead, weren't they? They were relics, cast-off fragments of lives gone long before. What about her life? What on earth was Barbara Wright going to do about her own life? BBC Audio presents Doctor Who, Beyond the Doctor, London, 1965, by Paul Mars. Read by Jamie Glover. What did we expect? Did we really think that the whole world would wait for us, and then we could just pick up where we had left off? This was Ian, one Saturday afternoon, as they took a walk together over Hampstead Heath and looked down at the city. Oh, I don't know. Barbara shrugged, hugging herself in spite of the summer sun. Her clothes felt old and dowdy all of a sudden. There had been no time to buy anything new. No money either. It all just feels so strange. Well, it's bound to, said Ian. He sounded kind, but wasn't his manner just a little bit bluff and patronizing? Wasn't he, after all, just telling her to get on with it, to stop moping and be more practical about everything, like he was? It was the end of their first week back on Earth. They were in London again, just as they had longed to be during all those months of traveling with the Doctor. Barbara had dreamed about being here, walking on this hill, looking down at the smoky grey vista of their city. But now here she was, and after only a week it seemed so unwelcoming somehow. The trouble is, it's almost 2 years later, and everything has moved on, she sighed. It seems like so much has happened while we've been away. That's true, Ian nodded. I've been trying to catch up with everything. It feels like the world is changing somehow, and we missed the crucial moment it began. Perhaps that's how it always seems to time travelers who eventually return home. She wanted to shush him and tell him not to say things like that out loud. They were passing others in the park, courting couples, a nanny with a pram. What must he sound like, talking about their time travel so casually?